I wish for one thing. Results.
What's up everybody and welcome to a new masterclass. So if you're wondering why number 22 is because actually I was going to address the subject of fighting in the ring with Caustic later on in the series, but following the new season, the release of the new season 13 entered and the new ring damages changes that have been implemented, I believe this subject have become very more relevant right now, and therefore I wanted to address it as early as possible and was not gonna wait 20 plus classes to do so. So for those who don't know it yet, the ring has changed. The first ring rotation have been impacted. Basically the damages are the same as the ring number 2, and also the ring is closing faster and earlier than usual. Therefore you're gonna be more oftenly be caught into this ring, and you need to learn to utilize the maximum of your utilities, your healing abilities, and also be comfortable to fight in that. So we're gonna view all of that right here, right now, without further ado. So I'm not gonna bother you with a crazy amount of numbers. However, there are some important things that you need to know in order to be a successful outside ring survivor. So if you don't have the luxury of having a teammate, having a Valkyrie, or being able to find a Trident for easy and fast transportation, you're gonna do a lot of running around. So the first thing you need to remember is basically the average speed of any legend, since they are all running with the same speed, is 100 meters can be achieved in 15 seconds. So this is quite useful on maps like, for example, Storm Point, or now Kings Canyon, since they removed the jump towers in the center of the map and close some area for rotation. Because if you have to decide to rotate on the left or on the right, you can just simply ping it on the map, and with the distance you'll know, based on the time the ring is gonna close, if you're gonna be able or not to do the rotation. You can usually outrun every rings, but if you're unfortunately caught in the first or second ring, know that it's perfectly survivable, and it's only starting round 3, when the ring closes on round 3, that it's almost impossible to survive, except if you have heat shields or gold armors or Valkyrie ult or this kind of thing. So for those first 2 rings, usually right after landings, you should be able to know if your rotation is gonna be easy and if you're already outside the ring. But if you're not, then right away from looting, you need to prepare and make sure you have enough medkits and syringes to be able to rotate safely to the next rings. The usual mistake people do is using their medkit too early. Alors to simply remember and also have a little bit of safety net, just look at your shield bar, and once your health is reaching the last bar of your shield, this is the exact moment whether you need to pop your medkit or your Phoenix kits. Since they only have 2 seconds between a medkit and Phoenix kit, 8 and 10 seconds, it's not a big difference. Both are safe to use if you pop them exactly before the last bar of your shield. If you're running low on medkits or syringes, do not panic, because you can always find on your rotation some replicators. And in that case, the other thing you can remember is if you're really running low on heals and know if you have time or not to craft this precious medkit, remember this time it's 2 bars and a half, or roughly half of your health. So usually if you can manage to craft a medkit having 2.5 of shield bars, you'll be able to craft it, grab it, select it, and pop it, and survive. And as we reviewed last week in the live class, make sure that the option for taking damage, removing you from the dead box of the crafting menu, is turned off. Otherwise you won't be able to craft, and you will just be kicked out of the crafting menu each time you're trying to craft. Once you have all those information in head, remember you can run up to 250 to 300 meters before using a medkit. So having a medkit will allow you to roughly be able to run 500 meters inside the ring. And for the sake of science, if you have no heals at all and you are in this very unfortunate situation, know that without any single healers, you'll be able to roughly make about 400 meters on your feet and 50 to 75 more meters after being knocked. So hopefully by then your teammates will be able to catch up with you and save the day. And remember that after being raised in the ring, you can pop right away a medkit. You don't need to have to use the syringes and then a medkit. You can straight from the res select your medkit while being knocked to save time, and pop it right away, and you'll have enough time to fully heal. Last advice I can give you is always try to stay together. It's always easier to survive a ring and get out of the ring safely, and in case people are gatekeeping you, you always have more option of rotation. So stay together. If you have the gold armor, for example, give the medkits to your teammate and use syringes or ask syringes from them. Make the best of the resources available, and you should be able to really start to be comfortable. That's really the word I want to emphasize, is being comfortable in the ring. And once this becomes second nature, you're going to be able to fully utilize Caustic abilities in outside ring fights, which are, you're going to see, really amazing. Because what you need to remember, and why I particularly emphasize Caustic as an outside ring fighter, is because he's one of the only legends that with abilities that actually attack directly the health and not the shield. If you compare to a Mad Maggie, a Fuse, a Rampart, or even a Watson, they're all gonna do shield damages before doing health damages, while Caustic is literally the only legends that actually draw directly into the health and not the shield. So therefore, fighting outside the ring, while the enemy is gonna take already some health damages, having those extra damages from the gas, whether it's a gas trap or an ultimate, give you a really strong and scary advantage to your enemy. So you can utilize that during a fight to have the upper hand, or trap them inside your gas. Remember to be patient, and the longer they stay in the ring and in your gas, the higher your chances of winning the fight will be. And on the other hand, if you're in very delicate situation, going back outside the ring can be also a very good option. Because usually, except if you're playing rank and the enemy team is really aggressive and play really tight, they might chase you as a full squad. But in regular games or in even rank, where the squads are not necessarily full stacked, usually most of their teammates are just gonna go safely in the ring. And if one or two of them are trying to chase you, they will think twice while taking damages outside the ring, plus having to face your gas. They might actually give up and leave you alone, and in that case then you can have a chance to be able to respawn your teammates and make a proper reset. So in a nutshell, outside the ring with Caustic, remember always the last shield bar rule, that will always give you enough time to pop a med kit or a Phoenix kit. Also anticipate your rotation outside the ring before the ring closes, so you'll know if you have time or not, or if you need to get enough medicine and heals to be able to successfully rotate. Remember, the ring is your friend. As a Caustic, you should be comfortable and enjoying fighting outside the ring, and always stay together as a squad no matter what. And to conclude this episode, I don't know if we're gonna make an habit or not, but a little gameplay for you guys to enjoy.
Hostile close. Let's move to this sector. Making contact with enemy. Another failure to the lab rats. Introducing a new variable.
unfortunately, we're gonna miss now the self-res, since it's not anymore available this season, and I'm not sure it will ever come back. Well, my teammates were not very happy, but you know, a win is a win, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in comments if you have any question and what would you like to review with Caustic in the next episode. And if you're new to the channel and like Caustic, well, I strongly encourage you to stick around and subscribe.
Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring, just want a life that is worth every day exploring, My whole life I just wanted